Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plapper. Platypus is the name. There was a new update to Backpack Hero. We're going to do a short video here going over the patch notes, and then you can look forward to the new runs with new content shortly releasing after this video. Just so we have some background sound, I couldn't get the Backpack Hero song to play, so we just have some Dragon Warrior 4 NES soundtrack going, because that's a game I like a lot. At least the soundtrack of. I like the game too. But let's go ahead and read these patch notes. This video probably won't be too long. I've said that more than once. You can already see. I'm more trying to convince myself. Please support the project. Got it. I am currently a $60 backer for this content, or for this game. Very, very, very excited for it. New stuff. Added new biome. Swamp update is available now. Lots of new content. A new biome. So this kind of leads me to wonder immediately, can this show up in any slot? So is this going to extend? We'll find out when we play, but, you know, just speculating, you know, while we're reading these. Is this going to increase the length of runs? Is there going to be another floor after the final boss or a floor before the final boss? Or is this going to be an alternate? And if it's an alternate, can it show up in place of any of the previous biomes? Or is it going to be specifically a, like it replaces one of those biomes? I'm not sure. We'll find out. Added new biome. Be sure to bring an extra key with you. Okay, so swamp. I wonder if this actually is implying the swamp biome, you can only get there through access to a key. Very interesting. We'll have to try that out. New enemies, new bosses, new events, all things that are good. Added several new items. Very, 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 very good. Changes. Tail. Tail. Maybe this is, instead of scratch, you could use your tail instead. I don't know. Maybe our main character now has a tail. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't before. I don't know. Improved backgrounds. That's kind of cool. I'm excited to see that. Adjusted saving and light of new content. Okay, so saving maybe is a little bit different. I don't know. We'll see. Revised. Can you guys see this, by the way? You can. I mean, I can just zoom it in a little bit too, though. You know, let's just zoom it in. You guys know that there'll be a link down below, but there we go. That's a little bit bigger. Revise the text on some events. Cool. Decrease Olm's base HP. I don't know who Olm is, honestly. I have played several runs, but I haven't kept track of the names. The thing is, though, I haven't felt like the game is too hard. I felt the game is definitely on the easier side so far, besides the final boss that gets thorns every time you attack them, because a lot of multi-hit strategies can kind of get slapped by that. But if you're patient, you wait, there might be a better way around it. But sometimes I'm hitting someone for like 10 times for like 2 damage each, so I don't know if that's who Olm is or not. But outside of that, I don't want too many nerfs to enemies. I want more buffs. I want the game to be harder overall. Defensive points are now called block consistently. Okay, so now armor is different. So it doesn't give you armor, it gives you block, because armor was passive and it was what shields gave you. So now armor will give you armor's an item type. So now the defensive points are called block. I like that change. Enemies no longer increase the power of dodge status effects. No longer increase the power of dodge. Oh, so I wonder if, because as enemies scale as fight goes on, and they gave like 2 dodge, you know, or everyone got 2 dodge or whatever. Maybe this makes it so like after turn 3 or whatever, everyone get 3 dodge and 5 dodge, and maybe you'd get stuck. Peridot is rare, not legendary. Good, because Peridot kind of sucks. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not like that good either. I mean, it might even be terrible. It's not. Is it? No. It's a net positive, but it's not like super good. It's a pretty minor. Gemstone Heart is now legendary. I assume this is the one that heals you for every adjacent weapon whenever you use it. That makes more sense. It still feels not low impact because of how powerful consumables are, but that makes more sense. Speedy Leaf is now an accessory as you no longer consume it. This is very weird to me, so I don't know if it's reworked or not. But if I recall, Speedy Leaf gives you 1 energy every turn, right? It was hard to show up. I've only seen it twice, I think, so far, but I believe this gives you 1 energy every single turn. And now it's just permanent 1 energy every turn. We'll have to take a look at it. This seems like this could be an overpowered buff for this item, but maybe not. Speedy Leaf is already something that was kind of fun to pick up, because next combat you had very easy time. But now it's gonna be every combat you might have a very easy time. Regen Potion now adds 6 regen. Good. 3. If I assume it was like 3 or 4 or something. That's not that much. 6 is still not that much when enemies are hitting for like 24 and 30 and stuff, but it is something. Also, the thing about this is fights are over pretty darn quick in this game. So like later in the run, 6 regen is almost irrelevant because I just kill them in the first turn or the second turn. So I don't get this, you know, it's like a lot of times it could be worse than just healing for 10 or something like that, right? Well, or even like healing for like 7 or 8. Blade Master now starts with 7 spikes, encouraging you to wait. Okay, this might be that enemy that has the spikes. So spikes do, I believe, degrade at 1 point a turn. I kind of wish spikes rolled off, but maybe that would be too weak then. That might be too weak. Okay, but now enemies, this guy will start with 7 spikes, so now you don't want to attack him immediately. Got it. I'll have to keep track. I'm pretty bad at keeping track of spikes. Vampiric Axe does 10 damage per hit and is 3 spaces tall. So I think that this is a pretty big buff, right? I think it did 8 before, and it gave you, and it was 4 spaces tall, so an extra space is huge. Like, and honestly, it's just pretty big. Like, it could be a nerf in some aspect where it's like you can't get as many gems around it, but in most situations, this is just going to be a buff. And this is always a buff, right? More damage per hit. Vampirism doesn't get... The cool thing about Vampirism, there's a couple cool things about it. But if you have something that's like weapons get -1 damage every time they're used, it doesn't affect Vampirism. This doesn't count as damage. This is a different damage type. It's like lifesteal, right? You get healed this much. So it's very, very powerful. I think this item's definitely worth using. Now, you do get the poison. I think it's 2 poison or 3 poison every time you use it. That's a little rough still. You can get yourself killed, no doubt. But that is a pretty good way to combat it, as long as you're not getting one-shot. And you have something to counteract the poison. You could use this early on, because you can kill things in, like, you know, you can kill the entire encounter in, like, 6 hits or something, probably. So it's not too bad. But when you're getting to later, you're definitely going to need something, I think, to counteract that poison, probably. Bugs fixes. Fix the glitch where killing skinks on their turn could soft lock the game. Okay. Fix the glitch where attacking enemies could trigger their own when attacked ability. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if that was a glitch like with thorns, or if that just sometimes they would trigger their own when attacked ability. Fix the glitch where chainmail's buff wouldn't stack. Good to know chainmail stacking now. Fix a typo in the name of the golden bow. I didn't even notice it. That's funny. Fix the glitch where the end turn button wouldn't appear if you switched back to the inventory too fast. That's kind of funny. Magic clicking really fast, it just randomly shows up. Fix the glitch where you could teleport to events that were unreachable. Fix the glitch where you could talk to NPCs while they were fading away. Fixed the energy gained and energy used stat and stat tracking. Okay, good. I guess. I mean, this is all kind of like whatever stuff. Not like it's whatever I want it to be there, but it's not like hugely effective on my gameplay because I don't even know about this stuff. Fix an issue on the card of rotational items when they are shown on the spin the wheel minigame. Okay, cool. So most of this update here, yeah, tail. I like this. This is exactly what I was thinking. So most of the patch notes is going to be here, and I assume to save us from spoilers, they don't list out everything, right? So there's going to be new enemies, new bosses, new events, and several new items. And there's still many items I haven't even used yet. So this is a great time. A new biome. Very excited to get back to this. Overall, seems like good update. You know, it actually seems like it's pretty big too. From where the state of the game is, this could be like a pretty large % increase in overall content. So I'm very excited. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. I'm going to go and jump into a run. Guys, if you like this video, do the like, comment, subscribe thing, whatever. But also, go ahead and go play the game if you haven't yet. And if you have played it, consider backing it on Kickstarter. Yeah, it's funded, but it never hurts to get a few stretch goals and just show a game that you love. That if you're going to buy it anyway, when it comes out, you might as well back it at least to get the purchase covered, right? That way we can all, it kind of works towards a community thing as well. Anyway, guys, see you later. Per platypus is per ploutopus. See you next time.